Good evening. I will now call this meeting of the Fraser Recreation Commission to order at 7 o'clock p.m. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We will now call the roll. Commissioner Hunt.
Here.
Commissioner Hunter. Commissioner Cook.
Here.
Commissioner Pepshik here. Commissioner Rastelli.
Here.
Commissioner Rice. All right.
There are no excuses, absences today.
Thank you. Next, we are looking at agenda item number 4, approval of the agenda for October 14th, 2025.
I'll approve the agenda for October 14th, 2025.
I'll second the agenda, or second the motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Hunt. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Then we have the approval of the minutes for the regular meeting on September 2nd, 2025.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes from the regular meeting of September 2nd, 2025.
I'll second.
The motion to approve is made by Commissioner Hunt, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All those in favor? Aye. Great, thank you. And then we have our volunteer group report. First up is the Fraser First Booster Club.
Vanya Apps, the Fraser First Booster Club, and I have a big list. We've been very busy. First let me start off by saying our meeting is Wednesday, October 15th at Hanover Grove Community Center, and hold on here. Anyways, the executive meeting starts, it's Wednesday, October 15th at Hanover Grove Community Center, and our meeting starts at 6 o'clock for the executive board meeting, and then at 6:30 for the general meeting. And then we're going to be a part of the Fraser Parade on October 26th. So our theme, we're going to decorate a Jeep, and our theme is spiders, so hopefully everybody's skins will crawl when they see us, and if anybody is interested, and don't look at me like that, Chris. This is one of many hats I wear. Anyways, if any families would like to walk in the parade with us, we're welcome to have them join the Fraser First Jeep and walk with us, and it's kind of fun, and I'm kind of looking forward to a cooler walk instead of when it's in July. And then we will also be at the Ram's Horn Trunk and Treat at in Fraser here on October 25th from noon to 3, I believe it is. And I think they start trick-or-treating at 1, but noon you can set up your vehicles. We will also be, Fraser First will also be supplying donuts or cider and donuts and coffee for the relief tree planting the morning of October 25th. And if you're interested in planting trees, we would love to have the volunteers show up for that as well. And we're excited to be a part of that. So, and that's in the morning, October 25th at 9 o'clock. If you want to register that morning, you could get there a little earlier than 9. More information is on our Facebook page, but it's also on the Beautification Club's Facebook page as well. We will be publishing the board that Laura Lesage had designed or come up with at the Firefighters Open House. It had a list of things that you might want in Stephens Park when the time comes. And it was kind of interesting, so we'll be publishing that on our Facebook page and on the Stephens Park Facebook page as well. But it was interesting. The top 3 from the board are a splash pad, a walking path, and the amphitheater or bandstand. So they like the idea of a entertainment community space. We heard that at the vendor show as well as at the firefighters open house. We had a great, response from the community, and it was good to talk to everybody. Laura was out there really getting everyone's feedback, which was great. And, so that is, I think, my big list for October. So, any questions before I sweep out of here? All good?
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next up, we will hear the report from the Fraser Beautification Club.
Okay, the Fraser Beautification Club has been busy too. We've been getting a lot of things lined up that are all going to be taking place coming up pretty soon. October 18th this October 18th this Saturday. A few of us will be meeting at the clock area at 14 and Garfield at 10 a.m. To plant some plants that were purchased by DPW, designed by our club, and any members out there are welcome to join us. You don't even have to be a member to join us. If you want to just get your hands dirty, this is the time to do it. October 25th, like Vanya had said, there's a partnership. There was a grant provided to the City of Fraser, along with the Beautification Club and Fraser First Booster Club, in partnership from DTE with Relief Michigan. We are looking for volunteers to plant that. I'm going to put this up here, so anybody watching, if you want to register ahead of time, that'll make the day of go smoother. You could register at www.reliefmichigan.rsvp.html. It is going to be Saturday, October 25th. They still want everybody to come at 8:45 so that we can start at 9. There will be a short presentation on how to care for trees, why the importance of them. They're going to have some, I think, couple refreshments. Everybody is welcome. If you're under 18, you'll have to have a waiver signed, but, they're encouraging families and everybody to come. It's going to be October 25th, 8:45, meeting at 18260 North Spring Court in Fraser, and that's it. We need some volunteers. It's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be hard work, because we do not dig the hole, right? All the trees will be on site. The hole will be dug for us. They basically need volunteers to right the tree, backfill the holes. So the more we have, there's 20 trees, so the more we have, the faster the job. So we have that going on. Our next meeting will be November 18th at 6:30 at the Ramshorn. Everybody is welcome to join us. We have a Facebook page, of course. That's the Fraser Beautification Club. And lastly, I wanted to give a preemptive thank you to Vince from Synergy Landscaping, who is going to come by and put corn stalks, pumpkins. He talked about mums and gourds. I don't know if those will be incorporated, but into like the key areas of the city. So mainly the wedge there, the clock area, he's going to do something there. And he talked about doing something at the Welcome to Downtown Fraser sign. So I think that was it. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Next up, we will hear the administration report.
So the first thing I was going to comment on was our vendor markets that we had. We just previously held our last one on September 27th. We had 22 vendors to close out the year. This was an additional one that we had that the vendors were asking for, and we had a great turnout as far as our vendors, and we did get a decent amount of people. Again, as I've been saying all the year, this is our first year doing it, so next year we're going to try to do it from May to September, and hopefully it'll catch on even more than it did this year. My goal is to add a little bit more entertainment, try to get even more people there, because we are getting a lot of vendors for it. We just need more people to be aware of the vendor markets. On the last one, we had 2 food trucks, and we had a barbecue one, and then we had a fruit one, which they were previous for the love of fruit and Detroit sibling rivalry. And they were great for us in a previous one. They came back for this one to help us out, and much appreciated for them to step up and help us out for the last vendor market. Next year, we'll continue to have another banner for it and more advertising, and try to make this even bigger than it was this year. For the fire open house, we had it on Sunday, October 6th. It was from 12 to 3. It was obviously for Fire Awareness Week, held by our public safety. The recreation department was able to help out, and we did a DJ. We had 12 vendors at the market, and we also provided anything that they needed help with. So we had face painting there, and as you heard, Fraser First was there, and we had the library. So we had a lot of different Fraser tents there that were our vendors. So it was a great event. We were hoping for a little bit of a bigger turnout. We did change the event a little bit to have stations so that people could go from like station to station, have little demonstrations of CPR, or there was a bike station where kids were able to be fitted with a helmet and provided a free helmet for bike riding. Again, this is a great event, and there's a bake sale to help the 14 house, raise money for them. So I'm hoping next year that it goes even bigger. I can't say enough about all the hard work that Nicole from our public safety did, and all the officers who volunteered or that also helped. So it was a great turnout. Hoping to go bigger next year, and it was a real hot day. It was in the upper 80s. A lot of people, I think, might have been melting a little bit. Maybe that's why a lot of people didn't come out that day. It was a hot one, so maybe that scared some people away, or maybe there was another event going on. You schedule these months in advance, you never know what's going to happen. So, but I am very proud of it. I'm happy of the public safety to run those events. I know that they're always going to be tweaking it to try to make it better for next year, just like we do with all of our events that we do for recreation. So, thirdly, I was going to talk about the parade. We have that upcoming on Sunday, October 26th at 2 p.m. So far, we have 27 different groups that are going to be walking in the parade. We have fire performers, stilt walker. We have the Austin Powers Shaguar that will be in there. The Jurassic Park, a whole big group of the Jurassic Park group. We have dance groups that are in there, the Fraser marching band. So again, we have a great turnout already, even though it's going to be in October for this year. I didn't know what the turnout would be, but we have a great city and great people who want to be a part of it. So it'll be at 2 p.m. We'll also have cider and donuts that I will be picking up from Yates Cider Mill. So we'll be picking up roughly 200 donuts and enough cider to serve 200 people. So we'll serve it. We'll have a table out there by 14 Mile, and anyone who stops by can get one. Does anyone have any questions so far about any of those events? The Bugs on Wheels, it's just something I'm going to try out in November. It's going to be on November 22nd, Saturday. It's going to be held here in the council chambers. And it'll be 2 different time slots, of one at 12 o'clock and one at 1 o'clock. And it'll be 30 kids can register for each one. It's going to be one of those educational events that kids can come watch someone with all different types of bugs, play with them, and then touch them and play around with the bugs if they choose to do so. So I think it's going to be educational, fun, and this person comes highly recommended. So that will be here in the council chambers. Next is bus drivers. I wanted to comment on our bus drivers for the Senior Activity Center. We normally have 2. Our one bus driver resigned, And so we went to hire another person, and we were going through all the different stages and background checks. And long story short, it's just not going to work out. It wasn't a good fit. So I am currently in the hiring process of another bus driver, so that we would go back to 2 bus drivers. They're currently they're going to be doing a physical this Friday. So hopefully that everything clears and we'll go back to the 2 bus drivers. Right now, Paul, our current bus driver, has been picking up the slack and working 4 days a week for us. And DPW has been stepping in every so often for days that we've had events. So big shout out to DPW for helping us out. You know, they're short-handed and stepping up for us is huge. Dames at Sea is another senior activity center event. That is a play at the OPC in Rochester Hills. We have 2 buses going to that one. Both of our buses will be going to Dames at Sea, so there will be no regular driving that day, no regular appointments. It was a sold-out event. That's why we decided to do 2 different buses we had to buy 25, I believe is what the tickets were. We had to buy 25, so we might as well do both and get our money's worth out of it. So, again, that'll be on Wednesday, October 22nd. The bus leaves at 11 o'clock, and should be a fun event for them. And lastly, our Halloween party for the Senior Activity Center will be on Friday, October 31st. So it'll be on the day of Halloween. It will be like a regular luncheon, but with some added decor. We'll also reveal all the pumpkin winners that the seniors are decorating different pumpkins and people were voting on them. So we'll have the revealing of who won that one. I know Pace will be a part of it. They were part of our last event and they were great. So they're coming back again to help us out and help sponsor it. Should be a fun event for our seniors of trying to keep doing these luncheons or events every time that we have, you know, I don't want to say a holiday, but a holiday or like Halloween, something that we can celebrate, and it kind of has a fun day for them to come out, get out and get some lunch and have a good time. And that is it for the administration report. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify. So are we still looking for a bus driver? Or are we in the process of somebody?
So we have one right now, Paul, and right now we put out, we interviewed someone, and they are going through all the different background check. They're going through a physical right now. So if everything passes, they'll be our next bus driver, hopefully the next week or 2.
Okay, great. Great to hear. I'm okay. All right. Now we will open the floor for citizen participation. Seeing none. Seeing none, we'll move on to commission member reports. Any members?
Sure. Go ahead. Nope, go ahead.
So I was going to say, and this was actually what I wanted to say last month, but I don't know if we didn't have a meeting or whatever. And then at the Meet the Candidates night, it kind of came up again. And I know that we don't have any leagues that physically use the ball fields, but I think it would be a good idea for the city to relook into fixing at least one, to possibly restart the Little Kickers, Little Sluggers programs that used to have, so that you could have something for the 3 to 4-year-olds that have not gone anywhere yet, and then the program could grow with them. So, I don't know. I know that's how my kids learned, and I'm not saying like start looking into leagues that would be like for every age group. I'm just saying start with the 3 and the 4-year-olds, and as they age out, now you've got 3 and 4-year-olds, and then you have the 5 and the 6-year-olds, or however they progress up. Might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, I'd love to start leagues and running out the fields. I'm really hoping that our city can look at the Stevens Park as a whole and put it as a priority of the fields. It's such a great asset for the city of putting some money towards those fields to get them up and safe for the residents to use so that we can either run leagues and have people be able to rent them again. You know, it's something that's been going on for a few years where we haven't been able to do it since COVID. And I'd like to really bring it back so that they're usable and they're fixed up and safe for everyone. And that's going to take our DPW to go before council and our council to vote on it because that'll be a budget item. So hopefully that's something that they'll put as a priority because I think it's a huge asset for the city of Fraser.
Right. And it's not even if you even had leagues going, but then, like you said, the residents can use them. Teams could have them for practice.
Absolutely.
And no matter what, they need to be, safe.
Yeah, and I think everyone here has been saying the same thing over and over again is if you build something and you put some money towards it, I think you'll bring people here. You know, coming here today, you look at those pickleball courts and it's
Got to
October.
be 40
and
people out there, I think, today.
and we have a ton of people using them. So I think that if they can find it in the budget or if they can put some money towards those fields, it would be one of those things that, like you said, maybe leagues or just renting them, something that we can use. I know the city of Fraser was such a happening place years ago with different leagues or people renting out those fields. So I've been talking to someone who used to help run the leagues and, I don't want to put too many eggs in a basket and put all this effort into it before they actually get fixed. But I'm hoping that that's something our DPW will do is go before the council again. I know that they have previously, and I think it was voted down, but I'm hoping that our city council looks at that and puts it as a priority.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you, Commissioner Hunt.
Question, I know you talked about, or you emailed us about doing a craft night. Are you still looking into doing a craft day?
As of right now, I'm passing on it. It was going to be for middle of October, but with all the different things happening, I'm going to wait on doing a craft night for it and try to push it towards something else. I was really hoping that we could do a craft in the fire bay, but unfortunately, the fire bay is going to be off limits for the future of recreation doing activities. So that leaves us 2 different rooms here at City Hall, which is in the council chambers, which they probably want to do crafts in here, or the old courtroom, which is a possibility. It's just not a very big room. So that one is just going to be put on hold for a little bit until I can figure out how we're going to run crafts or run an event that can hold more than 20 people.
Did you want to say something?
Yeah. Do you want to? Okay. No, Christmas in Fraser is completely different. I'm just talking about some of our smaller events for recreation. Unfortunately, that fire bay shouldn't be used. I mean, I completely understand where our public safety is coming from of not using it for our events and why it's important to have it for our public safety. But I was spoiled earlier this year and they let me use it for a craft event and that did real well. So I wanted to use it again, but it is what it is, and I keep rolling with the punches and just try to keep figuring another place out. So, and I don't want to keep renting out banquet rooms for events because it's expensive trying to rent out banquet rooms, and then trying to book them so far in advance too is also difficult because normally they're already rented out for parties.
So on that note, if you're looking for some place to rent or some place to go, has the city talked about CVS Pharmacy that's closed now? Could they maybe rent that building and turn it into an activity center or something?
They haven't talked to me about it. Obviously, that's going to be a city council decision or city manager, city council decision. So nothing has been voiced that I know of, but I'm probably going to be one of the last people to know about being in the recreation department. So
I just thought since it's a vacant building sitting there, I mean, it's got 6 years or 5 years, whatever it has left on its lease, that would be probably a good investment. Because I know they want the library, that some people are talking about the library going there and other things. But I mean, I think if we rented it out as a community center and did something like that, that would probably be a great asset to the city.
you could run a lot of different events as long as you had shelter.
Yes. A lot of things could happen.
Yep.
And the other thing I have is make sure you get out and vote on November 4th.
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
And if you're doing absentee, get them in early.
Yes, because we have to count them.
Yep, and city council is on that.
Yes, City Council.
3 different spots, so it's an important one for the residents to go out and vote for it.
Do your research.
5 candidates running this year as well.
Yep, and
Listed.
so we have, 2 open spots and one that Mayor Pro Tem has that spot, so, and he's also running Patrick Odell, so it'll be a important city council election this year, so it's definitely important to go out and vote.
Okay, that's all I have.
Thank you, Commissioner Cook. All right, is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
I second it at 7:26.
All those in favor to adjourn the meeting at 7:26?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. All right, the meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.